just nothing else than Singularity and Red Reserve fighting right now on map number 2. Red Reserve could fall short in this best of 3 series in case they're not taking control over overpass. We're going to see how Singularity will do it, because they definitely need it right now to advance, to get better, to have a good group stage, and to logically end this as early as possible, because this game is already delayed, and I think they don't want to delay it any further. And the Singularity guys right now, once more losing the knife round is nothing unusual. We had it already on the previous map. And so DJL and Co. They seem to be set. Just waiting for the ready of both teams. Does it actually work when I write help in here? No. I am ready. Okay, doesn't work as well. And I think Singularity is actually used to long matches. I remember they used to play one best of 5 against AGO, which started at 22 in the evening. The previous day, they had to stay up till 3 AM at Copenhagen Games because of major delay. So with that being said, it's probably those long-term games they're actually used to. Now that's starting up. Boulevard the utility guy, the rest carrying out the armor. So, Freddy Frog starts off hot. Barber taken out of the game. Benji finds himself batting, but all those shots, Freddy Frog seems to be hot enough to find himself a triple. Early, fast, and that seemed to be like 30 seconds, and already this one is over. Singularity not finding themselves that first one. And remember, we had Singularity actually losing that pistol round already on overpass, logically, on Inferno. They had that. So we might have a deja vu of this. Hugo shooting when he couldn't even connect. Freddy Frog's aware. Just gets a few bullets into his chest. Not much damage taken. Hugo stays on 100 health points. And Batan, if he hits the wrong timing with his utility, he might be caught up by a few ZZs pushing onto him. Barbar taken out. This is the first thing. That one could be Rusty falling. Exactly that happens. So right now only Plopsky. And a rotation coming in from Pleasant. And a Freddy Frog going more back towards the B site. Now you need to think twice where you want to go if you still want to show success in that certain round. Relax and nearly hitting that shot into Plopsky for the smoke. Not much more happening. As Plopsky gets out, finds himself one, not too successful. Benji going out as well. Plopsky though. Yeah, 10 points of health and Benji not connecting there. It's going to be only 2 more alive, and that now means that the 15-year-old Spanish-Swedish player still gets that bomb down. Favorable. But probably not favorable enough to bring the success that round onto them. Nearly finds himself Freddy Frog, but it's not enough either way. 2-0 as expected. And actually, I love the story of Plopsky. Maybe a few of you didn't hear about it, but Plopsky is just 15 years old, so that's nothing too unusual nowadays in Counter-Strike. I mean, we have guys like Brolin, Frozen, Sergey, etc. And then, the real fun part is, usually they have like a bigger brother or a friend a player who's older than them teaching it. The thing with him is his father taught him Counter-Strike. It was actually his father. He used to be a quite good 1.6 player back in the day. Then taught him how to play Counter-Strike. I love the story. I think it's actually really great. And very inspirational as well. An inspirational place. This is exactly right now what Singularity needs. Hugo and Rusty both are on no armored deagle. The rest of the team were able to retrieve themselves AKs and full armor at least. So it's gonna be one hell of a slow play once more from Singularity. We've seen it already on Inferno. They're doing that way. No fast setup. Barbar punishing Relaxa as he wants to take down Hugo. Not much more to come. Batten just waits for the right timing. Flashbang coming in. Nothing really as a result of it. Splopsky finds Pleasant. Now he's caught off guard. Batten only getting Benji, which means DJL and Freddy Frock are the only two alive. And they should think twice. And they do. DJL going back. Freddy Frock saving up that FAMAS. The first one for Singularity will be up on the scoreboard. So they're securing them early success and not allowing Red Reserve to run away with it. As Barbar runs by and says, "Yo, Hugo, I got a present for you. Happy birthday." Giving him that AK. Barbar now back to an M4. Great rifle saved. Red Reserve living only with 2, while Singularity get 4 out of 5 players into round number 4. And so round number 4 is going to start off with CTs having a quite average bias. Pleasant, Relax, and Batten barely have anything to come up with. And as we're just waiting it right now to see anything happening, Singularity once more take their time. As they're taking their time, they're waiting it out, and with waiting it out, we'll see how it will go. Because if Red Reserve lose this one, their economy is pretty much down the drain. Whilst on the side of Singularity, it's not looking brilliant afterwards, but still workable with maybe even armor and a pistol at least. And as time is being taken and as patience is right now on the side of Singularity, the first punishment is there. Batten gets himself a good bunch of information as the bomb is going over a long. Pleasant has a small ball in front of him, and that punishment not gonna happen. Plopsky finds Pleasant as they're taking down one after another. Hugo has the right timing as well, which means that DJL and Relaxa probably not even taking a chance. So Relaxa tries, he only has a ZZ. And as exactly that happens. Pushing away, Relaxa does so. Singularity securing the tie. And seeing 3 Red Reserve players pretty much down to nothing. No one is starting a hunt back on the side of B, as they don't want to lose their guns either, because technically speaking, the economy and the wallets of Singularity have not been looking that great this round. Now they got themselves a good buffer up and running. And there now goes USPS onto Batten and Freddy Frog. Both could go for the eco or rather force through. Late decision coming in? Doesn't seem to be the case. Plopsky having a good positioning, going out of that squeaky. Batten allows so. Rusty stays back at it though and finds exactly that rotation Batten wanted to enforce. Denies it, movement limited. So DJL shoots a few first bullets, finds himself Rusty there. And Bomber's down to just 8 HP whilst Plopsky's losing his life as well. It gets a little gnarly for Singularity, especially against CZs. Freddy Frog coming in from behind, Barber with 8 HP. That seems to be impossible right now. The initial situation not looking good for the Swedish IGL. "45 more seconds and hopes that any mistake will come in from any of those players." Molotov is on Freddy Frog. He can't flame the bomb site at the moment though, in case there will be a bomb being placed on that site. So 30 more seconds. Warbar's hesitating a lot. DJL. I think he hit the wrong timing. He just didn't see what was happening. The smoke popped. Oh, and Barber is taking his time with the plan. Still, he doesn't find DJL. And he could have gotten himself some additional dollars in his bank account, but that is not happening. So that will be just Singularity giving away the chance for a third, but still having a little of an economic buffer back at it. Quite surprising though. It seemed like he was on the edge of the bomb site, couldn't really connect it, then was not able to put it down either way. Weird situation. Nearly impressive, but couldn't even do it that way. So that was an unfortunate ending. At least for that streak they could have built up there. Red Reserve. We got 2 players on pretty much nothing. Whilst we see Freddy Frog, DJL as well as Batten carrying around big bills in their pockets. And as once more really late players are coming in from Singularity, nothing has changed in their playstyle. Benji finds himself Relaxa. And so finally an entry has been made by any of those teams. It took them more than a minute to fight the first duel and then also to decide it in any direction. Batten wants to lurk around. Oh, Hugo and Bob are setting up. That might be the right timing. He finds himself too. He does so. And the right timing is being rewarded. Perfectly done, but the bomb needs to be retrieved. 14 more seconds to get on any of those bomb sites, and it will be a site now being attacked. Blobsky got to be fast. He plants that bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
And the right timing there on Batten was crucial. Now it's going to be Pleasant, DJL, and Freddy Frog trying to do so. Rusty, that's the only player carrying around a kit. And now Freddy Frog has picked it up. Doesn't fix it through. Freddy Frog might hit the right time. He comes in from behind. Plopsky is taken out of the game. And so Red Reserve secure themselves. Do they? They don't. There's no smoke. Singularity got that round, actually. Taking that back right now. It looked like that defuse kit of Freddy Frog could have done it. But the Molotov, I wasn't aware of that. Free to free. Back and forth, back and forth. And you can hear it as I'm an allergic. I'm sneezing throughout the entire day, which sometimes leads to a few seconds off mute. And now Hugo is able to find himself too pleasant. He'll get Splopsky. Freddy Frog doesn't stop to do so. Back to a free. But Benji with the op is accurate to find Freddy Frog and switches over to the AK. From behind, Batten comes. From in front, I'll relax. I might strike as he stays up on that balcony. Heaven he is. You gotta play it like it's a play from heaven. Barber not looking from behind. And that might be the right timing on Batten. 1 or 2. Can't connect onto both, but only one he's getting it, so it will be Rusty. Finding Relaxa, op safe. Barbar with $4,750. So it's gotta be an eco coming in from Red Reserve. Maybe Freddy Frog's armor and pistol. Hard to imagine he will do so. And it could be Singularity striking up to the 5th. I hate the spring season so much. Not because of it's getting warm, that's perfect, but sneezing and my eyes. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. Pray for Caster's nose. Pray for Caster's eyes. Either way, Singularity. Fight against the Red Reserve. Doesn't carry around any armor. Splopsky gets himself dinged. Retreats rather than dying in the process of attacking. As right now, Rusty needs to assist his teammate. There they come together, and now Relaxa need to be found. As his position is now known, he moves out, tries to find Rusty, and he does that with a Glock, actually. Feels Caster, man. Yeah, it kind of feels Caster, you know, and when you're soloing, no one is assisting you, and then you certainly... Imagine there would be an ace coming up and you have to sneeze. The entire chat would be like, it's the worst Caster ever. How did you not pick up on that scene? And then you're just like there. Your nose is running, you're sneezing like hell. I don't think that the viewers, like you guys, don't want to hear me sneezing. I think that, except someone has a kink, but besides that, nah, sneezing is definitely not the best of a thing. Either way, aggression, full 100% on. Major throttle and aggression coming there towards the side of B. And as Freddy Frog gets himself Hugo. They're shutting them down. The buy from Red Reserve is getting punished. And he gets taken out. Batten the last man alive, but he runs away. My nose is appreciating your compliments, by the way. My nose can't speak, but it's running, and I think running is always a good thing. Either way, 6-1 coming up here for Singularity. The double amount of rounds they have achieved. Pause coming in from Relaxa. And remember, earlier on I told you, we're making bets. How many pauses we're going to have this game? I said 2. One guy in the chat said 7, the other one said 8. I'm not quite sure if we're achieving so many pauses in this one. So far, we're quite clear with those pauses. So it will be an instant unpause, quick break. They had right now enough talk. Red Reserve. Their economy is not looking brilliant once more. As we're seeing that they've looked quite shaky throughout the last few rounds. So it will be Hugo finding himself a double fraud. It's actually going quite well right now for those lads. As it seems, well, that Singularity, they had many times where they were actually choking on this map. For real, there were times where they were down massively when their opponent was on a CT site. For example, against Windigo. When Windigo was leading 13-2 during Copenhagen games on this map, Singularity made a great comeback, but couldn't do it either way. In a situation where you're on your own against 4 opponents who are fully armored, have great weapons onto themselves, do you think, how did I deserve this? Why does this need to happen? And why am I here? And Pro Relaxa, he's in that situation. It's a little bit like you have to play against a pro football team all on your own and you're just like 14 years old. That's pretty much it. Relaxa eating the grenade. Hugo comes in from behind. 7-6-2 into the back of Relaxa. And now Red Reserve, they've got themselves a good bunch of dollars secured, which they now can utilize on. Their wallets are filled. Make it count. Because if they don't, it feels like those guys from Singularity could run away with this easily. And then Hugo once more takes the same aggression as he found himself to previous round. We're now going to take their time once more. An interesting setup we're seeing here from Red Reserve. This is Batson. I'm not quite sure. Can he be spotted? No, he probably can't be spotted. Either way, Relax it there for assistance. And as Batson realize, okay, my teammate is about to die, peeking out, finding the frag onto long. Nice idea. Nice strategy. Relaxa can't find one, and now switching over to Batten. Will now peek. That is the perfect timing. Rusty couldn't connect to the second yet, but that was a perfect spray. Nicely done. So it's got to be only 30 more seconds. It's going to be the B site that will be attacked. Where DGL is going to stand on his own. A weak link. So now DGL finds himself one. Can't find himself much more of the guys of Singularity. It's unfortunate. That could have been just it, but it seems that Barbar can't connect on any further. That will be just another one going there in favor of Red Reserve. The forfeit is Singularity can't secure that half just yet. But their buy is going to be fine either way. And with that 4-7 and with Singularity nearly finding himself that 8th, it's going to be time to do so. Because those guys from Plopsky and Co. They definitely want to finish this as early as possible. Don't want to go on the third map. And what you see right here, Red Reserve, they're focusing majorly on a very fast rotation setup where Pleasant is able to rotate back fast on A, whilst you have Relaxa and Batten. I think it was Relaxa was actually in front of the Squeaky to look towards short, but Rusty as well as Bomber need to be aware now. The awareness is there. And caught off guard, Relaxa needs to be taken out. He can't find himself one, unfortunately. That could have ended way better for Barbar, but from behind, Plopsky has the idea, finds himself Batten. So Hugo to his right, knows where DGL is, now needs to rip off his head, does exactly so. Molo should drop, but they're focusing on a total different site. Hugo is selling this to them. Seems like Freddy Frock is buying that. Pleasant coming in from behind. Find bomb planter, Benji might be taken out as well. Perfect wallbang. Pleasant delivering us 2 nice frags and making it all so possible. Rusty gotta check his back, and Hugo gotta stay sneaky. And I'm not quite sure what Rusty is thinking right here. Should have heard the stab. Gets taken out. Only down to Hugo. Does not have a Molotov in his hands. Only he can do it. The smoke is popped. He can't move out further. Pleasant. He needs to be taken out. He flashes himself. What is that there from Hugo? He's denying his own possibility to kill that diffuser. And Singularity, after it was a 4 versus 2 post-planned situation, they're giving this away to Red Reserve. And that's an unfortunate ending, not the Cinderella story of number 12 you would have expected it to be. That would have hurt the economy of Red Reserve so much. And Singularity is giving that opportunity away. And that's an unfortunate ending. Singularity is just a step away from crossing that bridge over to getting that half. Now Benji, wrong timing, no one assisting him. Relaxa finds that AWPer. Player less than Singularity and 60 more seconds that are left on that clock. Not hitting that option as well. Still not securing a frag. Pleasant net to 16. Seems like he's been legged. There needs to be a decision on the Singularity side. We need to do something about this. Finally strike, because their money is running away. Plopsky together with Hugo finding themselves too. Pleasant is an easy target. A body shot away from dying. Now it might be the chance. Spatsy gets still Plopsky through the smoke. Surprisingly, either way. Rusty finds Spatin, Pleasant, and Relaxa the only 2 alive. There's no fall damage to water has been heard. Hugo seems to be aware, could be taken out at the wrong point of time. Pleasant reacts right, only down to Rusty once more. It's a 1v1, and it's gonna get hella gnarly right now. Relaxa got a kit. Rusty just baiting the shot. It's a back and forth right now. Relaxa faking twice. Time's running away from him. And Rusty doesn't get killed. Relaxa's running away. No chance. Can't find the frag, Rusty. But Relaxa, the explosion gets him. 8-5. Red Reserve not able to stop that half being obtained by Singularity. Mahendrive. Hi from Indonesia, Caster. Hello, Mahendrive. Hope I said it right. I probably didn't. Butchering names since 1997. And butchering right now, that is Singularity. After a little bit of a shaky 2 rounds we just had right here, they're back at it and fighting against an opponent who barely has anything on the board. ZZ, Deagle, and USPS times 3. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. As now Plopsky already finds Pleasant. Seems like the Singularity guys are eating some bullets. Brutal one from Relaxa. Now, the refrag instantly comes in from Rusty. Still, the Deagle shot was lovely to watch. It was like the bit of salsa on your taco. You know? A bit of spice added to it. It was a nice one. Can't connect on anything further. The shots for the smoke kill Bolton in the end. And DGL needs to find 4 with a Deagle. It seems to be an impossible task. Especially as you have to say about DJL. He's definitely not the strongest gun on the side of Red Reserve. As he now tries to spray through from behind. Here comes a Rusty. 95 Red Reserve with the last buy on the CT site. And there's a pause coming in. So this is pause number 4, I think. Pause number 3 or 4, I'm not quite sure. We had our bets earlier on, dear viewers. And we're having ourselves a quick unpause already. It could be an easy 2-0. It could all switch over either way. And now, as you say, Singularity has 4 more attack pauses at Reserve 2. So I think we had 3 pauses throughout this game already. My bet was 5. Either way, Batten and his team, at this point in time, you need to full focus to deny the double digits onto Singularity. It would be at least a nice bit of a bonus. Hugo runs through. And he is just through. He's fully flashed, but it doesn't even matter. They go and push through Monster. Don't even stop him right there. The Molotov is not going to pop. DJL is not taking a single bullet. They could just fake this all. Go back online. Back on the line towards A. Pleasant rotates over and Batten stays more aggressively towards the toilets. Benji and Rusty still try to sell this. And there was the information for Relaxa. For short, 2 are coming. Stabs should have been heard. Back and forth to go. DJL nearly taken out. This puts a lot of pressure onto the players. Pleasant, he thinks twice about that rotation. He wants to go, but on the other side, he doesn't want to go. And so Benji and Rusty got to be fast as hell to assist their teammates in case anything backfires in those last 30 seconds, where Pleasant might be the crucial player in this. Finds himself 1. Finds himself the 2nd onto Barber as well. The line of defense perfectly here by Plopsky. Now, as he needs to find that Molo, that should be it for Pleasant. Burned away. And from behind, he can connect onto Batten. Rusty on his own, 16 seconds. That should be pretty much over and out at that point in time. 6-9. Too aggressive towards B. Either pull through. But Pleasant, he did a great job there towards the truck, finding himself 2 and staying alive, buying time for the teammates to rotate over. So it's down to Singularity on that CT site to make a bit of a change. As actually, to let you know, Overpass and Singularity, they're quite okay with each other. 12-9 is the scoreline there. 12 wins, 9 losses, 21 times played. The terrorist side being a little bit stronger, but still doing a decent CT side. We're going to see how that will work. And so it's got to be now that 6-9 Red Reserve to go in their favor from Starladder, because otherwise they'll fall short. Then it will be them out of that best of 3 series, as they logically don't want that. It's time to strike, but it could be Singularity now taking this home. Barbar back on his CZ. Major play towards the connector section where no one is really playing except, well, you have yourself Relaxa and you have pretty much 100% accuracy with that Glock headshot. Barbar should consider to give it away to any of the players. Problem is, he doesn't want to. Benji's having 100 HP and maybe he's not a fan of that gun. Closing back door, rotating over along it could be. Rusty doesn't jump peek too much. Red Reserve, slow and steady. That seems to be their motto right now. Oh, it's Freddy Frog. What tap was that on Hugo? As nasty as you can get. Clean that mess up right now. Hugo out of the game. And Fulmore back in for Singularity. And he finding himself the first. Nate could go deep. They don't make it work yet. And Rusty with a nice shot. Can't connect on anyone further yet at the moment. And so Relaxa finds himself Plopsky. Barbar on a single point of health. He's on his own. He needs to clutch it with not much more than that. He finds himself one. DJL out of the game. Pressure is big onto Red Reserve. But Relaxa does it with a single body shot. Seven to 9, Singularity nearly doing it, but it wasn't enough in the end. Red Reserve logically. A very, very decent buy. Decent in terms of what you can get, more likely. Rusty Plopsky as well as Barbar playing those CZs who go down to his lovely Deagle, whilst Benji wants to keep his economy high up to buy himself that ALBP as soon as possible. And Barbar rotating back. We're seeing right now on the map main focus towards a long Pleasant Freddy and Frog as well as DJL. They want to try to make a move as soon as possible, but first of all entry one to be found. You don't want to run into those CZs as they can be quite uncomfortable sometimes. Patton just waits. Plopsky now knows. He rotates back. You're the 15-year-old player from Singularity. He wants to play a little bit with the mind of Patton right here. Whilst Hugo stays actually in a quite comfortable position for his Deagle. He could be able to find exactly that. No! That would have exactly been what you've been looking for, but nope, he gets denied by his own shots. And so Plopsky back towards ramp. Needs to do the job as he finds himself at least one, but he doesn't have too much HP left. There he gets caught. Rusty with one, can't get any further. Only 2 alive on Red Reserve, doesn't change the outcome though, and so Singularity coming up with the eco they need to buy up properly in the upcoming one. Comeback could be definitely possible right here. Because last time, those guys from Singularity played on this map, let's say it like this. Overpass, their terrorist site, was 8-7. So Godson Singularity first half score, 8-7 for Godson. Is okay, right? When they switched sites though, and Singularity went towards CT, It was actually Gonset picking up 8 rounds in a row, giving Singularity no space to breathe or to work with it. Maybe it makes you also feel a little bit inconfident. With that now happening, we see first of all Rusty falling, and that should be quite easy right now for Red Reserve, as there's no armor and nothing additional on the site of Singularity. Shots are actually coming close. Plosky through the smoke, nearly finding himself relaxed, but it's not enough in the end. So it just gotta work out right now. Or Singularity in the upcoming round. You don't want to give it away after you've got yourself a 1-0 advantage due to the victory. Back on Inferno. Giving this away would probably not be the most comfortable feeling. Now, Bobber. Nice shot onto DJL, doing actually a good bunch of damage. This is surprising. Starting only with a few SPSs and still finding themselves quite decent stuff. To answer your question, Mandrave, I'm actually from Germany, but yeah, I'm obviously casted in English. In case you didn't notice, of course. I somehow have a bad feeling. You know, when you ate something bad and it's coming up to you and you're like, nah, shouldn't have done it. It feels a little bit like here right now in overpass. As usually, Singularity doesn't show so much strength towards the side when there's CT. So as it comes, Warbar can find himself batten, but that's pretty much it. As they start to struggle, maybe Benji now needs to hit his shots. First one onto Freddy Frog, works. Second one onto Relaxa, works. So the op on the side of Singularity does its job quite fine so far. The fur. This is incredible right now. There are a few rounds when Benji is just on fire, and right now this is a round where he's on fire. Only needs to fight Pleasant and gets it as well. The 4th frag coming in for Benji, as he's once more the opping beast that performs at the right time.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
So beautiful, so nice, and so lovely it is. And that buy right now from Red Reserve is pretty much our last one for that certain moment. Because in case Singularity is taking them down, then we might just see ourselves in a situation, well, just say it like this, of an eco of Red Reserve. Still towards the fountain, the bomb blaze. Right now you can see Relaxa trying to take a little bit of ground together with his teammate Freddy Frog. Nothing is able to happen right now. Another smoke coming in. Rusty seems to be a little bit exposed, and so it's not working out too well here for him. One after another falls. Pleasant, Batten, and Relaxa. All of them falling short. Pause number 4. That's coming in right now in a second, 20 more seconds as well. Plopsky, as well as Hugo, keeping the guns in their hands. It will be a 10-10 as Red Reserve do not allow Singularity to get multiple rounds in a row, as it could have been right now the moment to actually show the performance you need to. They weren't able to. Gave away opportunities. Relaxa trying. Do the shots for Relaxa hit though? Let's check. So Relaxa shoots through that hole. And it should end, I think, somewhere here. Nope. Nope, doesn't work. Or maybe I'm just not seeing it. Either way, Plopsky, pressure on him. Find himself at least one and another. Freddy Frog gets down as well. And luckily enough, the 15-year-old can't keep his AK in hands. And Barbar is restarting his PC, as I understand, right? That's an interesting name, Husky Gamecaster. Is it actually Huskies playing and you're casting it? Do Huskies actually have any sports? I don't know. I'm probably just talking a lot of nonsense once more, as usual. And this is pause number 4. I once more said we're having 5 pauses throughout this entire map. I could be right. But as both of the teams have, I think, in total 5 pauses left, tactical-wise, I have a bad feeling about it. Maybe I'll be entirely wrong. We're waiting it out, and we're waiting it out, and we're waiting it out. Barbar, though, finally reconnects. And as he's reconnecting, the tie has both teams now reached double digits. And the question will be, how will this further go? Will we either see Red Reserve from now on striking momentum 100% and taking out Singularity to bring it on map number 3, which will be Mirage? Or, on the other hand, well, we might find ourselves in another kind of setup. The match is still paused. We're 3 hours in this, by the way. We started at 18, since then we had a few pauses here and there. Map number 2, this is right now, and we might just see Red Reserve. Wait. Get this man to jail right now. No, get this man to jail right now, I'm sorry. This is a crime that is illegal. And that directly should be punished. And now I'm very excited what DGL does exactly with that. An auto sniper, $5,000 that were just invested here. And stop? Stop, Freddy Frog's ping. Pause, another pause maybe? Pause number 5, dear ladies and gentlemen. And I think we're able to continue it 10-10. Oh no, don't tell me they're not buying that auto sniper right now. I'm really mad. You don't do that. I was excited to see an auto sniper. You don't drop... Don't do this to me. They don't. I am disappointed. And I don't want to... No, I'm not going to say it. It's just kind of weird. They bought an auto sniper. Now they did buy an auto sniper. That's not sketchy. I'm probably 100% sure that that was just a rethink. Thought about it. They had the TeamSpeak issues. I seriously just didn't hope they did it because of a misbuy. They don't have an auto sniper anymore. EJL is not gonna carry it this time. Relaxa takes an AWP. I was kind of excited for it, to be very fair. I was kind of excited for it. And so, it will be round number 21, where majorly USPSs are being played. Barbar, nice timing, finds himself the first onto Batten, gets then taken out from behind by Relaxa. Batten says good timing. I think he's not happy about what just happened right here. Either way, as Red Reserve lost at least one, it's not too much of a big of a deal. Kenny Plopsky doing the difference right here. The only one carrying armor and rifle on a Singularity side in this round, number 21. As 28 more seconds are left on the clock, and Plopsky is actually directed exactly how you want it. Now there it comes. Hugo has to move out. He's taken out. Flashbang. DJL doesn't see a thing, and so it gotta be only down to Plopsky. He can't find himself. The first from the right, the players come. And so it will be 11-10, Red Reserve taking that lead. They took their time, it doesn't matter. 11-10, and Red Reserve might be running away with this. Take a specific look at the economy of Singularity. There you're seeing yourself, but in case the CTs are losing this, then they'll probably be down a drain, economically speaking, falling into a bad spiral. Plopsky doesn't take a bit of damage. The Molotov not thrown right. And so Plopsky is still alive, hiding in the smoke. He hits the right timing for one. Stays behind those toxic waste barrels. Can't find himself pleasant though. Relax on his own with an AWP. Now he needs to do it on his own. Rusty stays behind Cement. That Molotov is wisely decided. Benji moves over to the left. Takes a lot of damage from that. Oh, and they're so close to each other, they're not doing a thing about it. Relaxa just stays? Doesn't move. It's all very confusing sometimes with the movement, but there he goes. Benji finds him. There was that accuracy you needed. 11-11, and Singularity secure that round for themselves. A little bit confusing, you have to say. Plopsky did it quite well, how he was hiding himself just behind that one barrel. Either way, though, made it work. And making that work counts very often. As you want to see yourself successful in such rounds. That Nate. Barbar lucky enough to escape it. Flashbang doesn't do much of a deal. Barbar with one. Goes for Freddy Frog. Does want to find it, but the IGL seems to fall 6 HP. Oh, that 6 HP. Quiet, painful. So Hugo, Benji, as well as Plopsky have 60 seconds to predict right what is going to happen in this round. Their wallets aren't filled as much as they would like them to be. So they gotta prevail somehow. They gotta be on scene right here in round number 23. Because otherwise, Red Reserve might find Singularity in the upcoming round to be not so successful with their buy. So it clocks, time ticks away. Plopsky on the B site will not find any opponent at that point of time. There's the right timing for Hugo with one relaxer strike. Still Benji can't hit the shot on too long, and that opens a window of opportunity for Red Reserve. As the Singularity Opera stays back towards the stairs of Bank and hopes that anyone runs into his crosshair. That's not gonna happen. The plan happens to be towards Long. And as Benji finds himself one, we're back to a man equalized situation. A kit is on to Plopsky. That is perfectly done. Benji now strikes. The kit is on to Plopsky as mentioned. You gotta utilize on that. Benji rather diffuses. Let Plopsky defuse. Both for a blind. Batten finds himself one, and that is the wallbang. He can't just escape to the other corner, and Benji can't get the defuse at that point in time. He has to save his AWP, and Batten with 4 points of health is able to somehow get themselves the round number 12. Incredibly done here. Unbelievable scenes. It doesn't 100% make itself up, but it works there for Red Reserve. Pause number 6. Tactical right now from Barbar. And quickly, well, Juan Duque, Spider-Man. Yeah, it's, if you don't know, there's a class there. I mean, there's been a while when there has been a meme going around me, and I'm not even famous, but there was a meme going around me, which was a picture of me and Spider-Man. And, well, that I somehow look like that new Spider-Man guy, Tom Holland, I think is his name. And who's my favorite? Well, I've been living during Copenhagen games in a house with Singularity and the team and all of them, and I think you kind of can guess it. So I've met DJL in Copenhagen games. He's kind of nice. He's actually friendly. Either way, Benji right now starting it on to Pleasant. Finding the frac. As Benji, when he performs, he's 100% there. He's doing insane frac, but there are sometimes those whiffs where crucial kills should have been made, and he's not, well, finding those fracs. So, Red Reserve actually have lost themselves Pleasant already. So look at the armory and weaponry advantage in that situation. AKs ×4. But Benji, I'm not quite sure. He could hit the right timing. Once he hears that squeaky door open, yeah, he might find himself bats, and he does so. Flick is on to him. Second frag being made by the Bosnian Swedish player. That grenade from Barbar does its job partially. Could be just a 12 to 12. That back and forth on overpass is just incredible. As now Relaxa doesn't hit the right timing. It's actually still Rusty finding that frag. Barbar's getting denied. DJL goes for the plant. He doesn't have too much time left. Gets taken out before that bomb is even planted. Another pause. Number 7 it is. And back and forth it goes. We're not at the end yet. And just technically speaking, we should have been ending map number 3. If we consider like every single map goes 1 hour. That's okay. That's an okay time for a best of 3. We should have actually had an end by yet. This map should have been over by now, but we're having it right here. Might see even a map number 3 coming in soon. It just depends on the performance of Singularity now. And as now Batson comes in from behind, Barbar is taking out the first frag that has been now made. Relaxa finds Benji. The P250s are successful, and that bomb's gonna go down. It's not much more they're missing, and I'm quite sure Plopsky has heard Pleasant stabs right here. He finds himself Plopsky, just as we're talking about, and the M4 of Relaxa could be a successful tool right now for success, but they're nearly lining up. Relaxa can't find himself that one, but Rusty, he finds himself Hugo. Pleasant, he got a little bit of assistance from the Singularity player. Hugo dying, and the seconds on the clock. 2 more. 1 more. Does he make it? He does. This is incredible stuff. Frosty doesn't die. The Glock does it in the end. What are those rounds? It's just some Swedish magic we're experiencing on map number 2. A 5-second defuse in the smoke. A spray coming in, putting the diffuser down to 8 HP. What is that stuff from Singularity and Red Reserve on number 2? For real, that is just unbelievable. There are moments when you suddenly believe in a god and don't ask what's happening, it just happens. And that diffuse, my god. I mean, getting my car already on the pavement, that's tight, but this round was 12 million times tighter. Hugo saw the hat there. One of the opponents, on the other hand, though, then finds himself Plopsky, a very crucial individual on the side of Singularity. And that is now going to be around where 30 seconds are left on the clock. Singularity does the same as Red Reserve. Very late aggression towards any of the sites. When Hugo and Barbar, as they have actually the potential to come in from behind, that might be exactly what they need. It's still the issue that Benji has no information and might be rotating away from Bank towards the other side. He lags DJL. And so that plant is going to happen either way. Barbar now from behind. Somehow successful finding Batson. There. That Max 7 once more reacts to it. And Ugo finds himself DGL, Relaxa to only find, it needs to be Relaxa doing this, and the Deagle is not successful. 14-12, economy from Red Reserve. Still quiet, fine. Not a pause. I swear to God, I just wanted to say not a pause. Why did I don't know. The 8th pause we're having right now in this game. DJL takes that time out to use it. And, using the time actually to see, actually, Mania writing a very nice comment. Very, very friendly words. Always appreciated. Thank you very much. And, I can really imagine that both the teams would appreciate some nice words from their fans. And pause number 9. Arbor has to reboot. So if you kind of missed what we had here, was actually Singularity and Red Reserve, a longer break they had already on map number 1, because Freddy Frog's ping was abysmal. Then we found ourselves on map number 2, and map number 2 well, map number 2 featured right now. At the beginning of the game, I was talking to you and said, "Okay, guys, how many breaks do you think we'll have on this map?" And I said 5 realistically, and then one guy said 7, and another one said 8, and I thought like, okay, 7 and 8, you're crazy. 8 pauses. I mean, that's a little bit much, but let's say it like this: every one of the viewers, including me, have been wrong. So far, we had 9 pauses. This game started at 6 p.m. Central European Time. And 6 p.m. Central European Time, map number 1, ended, I think, somewhere around 7:30. Right now, 15 minutes past 9. And the funny thing is, all the time I've casted Red Reserve, I have always, literally always, experienced them necessarily going for a stand-in. I mean, at least for you, I got some nice camera drives, right? Some nice cam paths too. Look over the map. Right now we're going down the bridge towards the B sites. Oh wow! I know what we're doing. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I officially say that. I'm Counter-Strike Harvard student. We have a little bit of time. I do that sometimes, and let's take a look at German signs, because funny-wise, if you didn't know, I'm a German. So this says Parkanlage Schöneck. This is a Ö, by the way, if you didn't know, which basically means Park Aerial Schöneck. That's just the area. So the number 1 is Ihr Standort, your position. Number 2 is Café Mitte, which is basically cafe middle, or in the middle. And Spielplatz is playground. You know, playground. And opening times Monday to Sunday, 7:30 till 9:21. Like 99% of the world uses 24-hour system, but not relevant, right? And so now I'm really mad. I'm extremely mad at this, because they're offering Urbacher, they're offering some ice cream, like a scoop of ice, right? And take a look at it. Hold on, sorry. So what's quite mad is they're asking, and now I'm serious, they're asking 2 goddamn euros, 2, for a goddamn scoop of strawberry ice cream. 2 euros. 2.20 for strawberry. Like 220. What the hell? I can't read that. A cappuccino costs $6.50. Those are kind of German prices. I don't want to say that. There's the toilets. What else do we have? Abenteuerspielplatz Naturpark. Adventure Playground Nature Park. And I think our adventure is continuing on map number 2. As we're having ourselves overpass to be decided for Red Reserve and Singularity eventually, in case Singularity is taken at home. Because if Red Reserve are not able to find themselves successful in this one, then will be an instant 2-0 victory for Singularity. And as our map tour ended, we're back at it with 1 minute 10 left on the clock. The Dink is there to relax, and Hugo successful with the shot onto Pleasant. Seems like for the moment this could all work out for Singularity. 5 players are alive, all of them. As it's ticking away and it's more pressure on Red Reserve. We're having ourselves a situation where DJL and Co. need to be 100% on it. Plovsky is getting maybe a little bit too greedy, but he knows what he's doing, standing close to the smoke where he sees through it. No one checking short actively. Smoke now coming in, 25 more seconds. Plovsky gets the reaction he exactly expected. There he comes, finds one. Can't get himself much more. The Molotov that actually came in from Red Reserves themselves. So the last 15 seconds is where it decides right now in round number 27. And there's only one more to find, but Barbar does it. And the 15-12 is there, and the economy of Red Reserve is looking not so strong as they would love to be. The wallets are comparatively slim. And slim wallets is something you definitely don't look forward to. Especially in such a round. And now you need to use those UMPs. Satisfying something different, I would say. First of all, we're seeing right now Benji going actively and aggressively towards Pleasant and Co. That's that flashbang. That right click was actually kind of nice, but it seems like at that point in time, the aggression from Benji doesn't get rewarded due to the smoke limited vision. No one gets close. Molotov, very justified though. And so Pleasant and his team seem to focus over where DGL stands. Now to finally find themselves that certain round number 13 they need, because otherwise it all falls apart. Will be Freddy Frog and his team not finding success at that point in time. StarSeries number 5 EU Qualifier. Plovsky's ready. Finds himself not the first. DGL takes him down. Right now, the youngster isn't really on point. Hugo now must be that individual you need to look out for. The nade goes deep and does its job well. Finds himself Pleasant, and so the bomb planter is taken out of the game. Relax, got to do the job. And so it is actually working out. Barbar and Hugo, they're doing the job. And they're doing their job quiet, well. 2-0. 9 pauses. 9 breaks we had during our map number 2. It's incredible how many breaks we had. A 2-map game taking 3 hours is a little bit surprising. We'll be very soon back with the actual diamond of this night. It's gonna be Godsend fighting Kinguin very soon in a best of 3 series. Also at this qualifier on Starladder EN2. So stick tuned, of course. We're gonna watch some beautiful Counter-Strike with Brolin and Co. fighting against the legend of Task and his Polish team. So we're gonna see each other in a second. My name is Zesh. We're taking a little break, and then we're back with one hell of a duel.